Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Bindu Malviya. Welcome you all to this today's session on entrepreneurship development. Topic for discussion for today is the history of entrepreneurship development. So at the outset, entrepreneurship development refers to the process of enhancing entrepreneurial skills and knowledge through structured training and institution building programs. So up till now, we are aware about all these aspects of entrepreneurship development. So entrepreneurship, basically it is the process of designing, launching and running of a new business, and it has a long and varied history that can be traced back to the ancient times. So entrepreneurship development has evolved over a number of phases. It started from the ancient times, then the Middle Ages, then Renaissance and early modern period. Then there was a lot of evolution during the Industrial Revolution during 18th and 19th century. Then came the 20th century and 21st century, and today is the scenario of entrepreneurship, which we can see that is the contemporary trends. Now let us discuss the different phases and what were the important aspects which took place in different periods. So now first is the ancient times. So during the ancient times, the businessmen or the entrepreneurs were in the form of the merchants and traders. In ancient civilization like Mesopotamia, Egypt, Greece, and Rome, merchants and traders were among the earliest entrepreneurs. They facilitated the exchange of goods, established trade routes, and played a crucial role in the economy. Then there was some changes in the later period, that is the Middle Ages, where the entrepreneurs were mostly the artisans or the guilds and the craftsmen. During the medieval period, entrepreneurship were evident in the form of guilds. Craftsmen and artisans produced goods and services and sold them within their communities and beyond. And the guilds were regulated. The quality, pricing, and training in the various trades. So most of the entrepreneurs were available in the form of the guilds and craftsmen during the Middle Ages. Then after this period came the Renaissance and early modern period, where there was exploration and trade. Now the guilds were replaced by the other traders during the East India Company period. So the Renaissance sparked an age of exploration and expansion. Entrepreneurs like Marco Polo and Christopher Columbus undertook risky voyages that opened new trade routes. Joint stock companies such as the British India Company emerged to fund large-scale ventures. So this was the period where Industrial Revolution took place, and it was in the swing moment during this Renaissance and early modern period. Then the printing press also played an important role. The invention of printing press by the Johannes Gutenberg in the 15th century revolutionized information dissemination and entrepreneurship in the publishing. During the 18th and 19th century, it was the age of Industrial Revolution, where there was a drastic technological advancement, and the production took place with the help of machines, and there was a huge growth in the industrial sector. So let us discuss one by one. So the first is the technological inventions. The Industrial Revolution marked a significant turning point. Entrepreneurs like James Watt, who was the inventor of steam engine, Richard Arkwright, and who invented the textile machinery, and Ellie Whitney, that is cotton gin, introduced groundbreaking inventions that transformed the industries to a great extent. Then the production was the manual production was replaced with the factories and mass production. The rise of factories led to mass production, creating new business opportunities and leading to the growth of urban centers. Entrepreneurs played a vital role in the transition. So this was the scenario during the 18th and 19th century. Then in the 20th century, some more changes took place. That is, there was the lot of scope for automobiles and aviation. This industry was taking place during this period. So, Henry Ford revolutionized the automobile industry with assembly line production. Similarly, pioneers like the Wright brothers initiated the aviation industry. So there was a big change in the there was a big revolution due to the uh, entry of automobile and aviation in the 20th century. Then the technology and computing. Uh, the new technologies came into existence. There was a vital impact of technology and the computers. The latter half of the 20th century saw the rise of technology. Entrepreneurs like Bill Gates, the founder of Microsoft, Steve Jobs, founder of Apple, Larry Page and Sergey Brin, founder of Google, who revolutionized computing and the internet, which we can see in today's scenario also. Then venture capital. The emergence of venture capital provided funding for innovative startups, particularly in technology sector, fueling entrepreneurial ventures and innovation. So this was the turning point in the 20th century. Moving ahead to 21st century, uh, there was a digitalization revolution, the advent of internet and digital technologies, which has transformed the entrepreneurship. And in addition to this, there was a lot of change, a lot of advancement in the method of trade and commerce. That was the earlier trade and commerce was replaced with e-commerce. Social media and digital marketing have created new ventures for the business. Then globalization. Entrepreneurs today operate in the highly interconnected global market, allowing for broader reach and collaboration. So today, because of the globalization, we can see that the in people with innovative skills, creative idea, uh, they can. There is no sky is the limit, and there is uh, uh, no boundary. There is no any kind of mm, hurdle for the person who is having the entrepreneurial skills, who is ready to take challenges, the person who is innovative, the person who is having new ideas, and the person who has the courage to start a business. The next is the social entrepreneurs. There is a growing emphasis on the social entrepreneurship, where business aims to address social, environmental, and cultural issues alongside generating profits. So this was the great and drastic and big change, a big revolution rather, in the 21st century, which had a great impact on each and everyone's life, and especially this has given a broad scope, a broad opportunity for the people, those who are ready to take up startups, and those who want to establish their own business, those who want to become the job provider rather than the job seeker. So, as far as the present scenario is concerned, and the trends which are present in today's environment, that is innovation. There's a lot of importance is given to the innovation. Entrepreneurs are often innovators, creating new products, services, or the process. Nowadays, we can see that in our country also, that the Modi government is coming up with so many schemes, so many uh, ideas, such as Make in India, Made in India, Atmanirbhar Bharat. All these are the initiatives just to promote and encourage the youth to undertake the uh, entrepreneurship ventures. Next is the risk taking. They are willing to take a financial and personal risk to pursue their business ideas. Today's youth are very innovative, and they are ready to accept the risk. They are ready to take the risk and accept the challenges. So this is also one of the factor which is uh, having a great impact on the um, uh, on the promotion of the entrepreneurs, and encouraging the youth for uh, going for adopting the entrepreneurship. Next is the vision and the leadership. So successful entrepreneurs have a clear vision and the leadership skills to mobilize resources and people towards their goals. Finally, the adaptability. They are adaptable and responsive to changing market conditions and the customer needs. So all these aspects and different phases in general has brought a lot of change in the today's entrepreneurial mindset, and today's youth are highly motivated to start up their own business, to carry out their own business, rather than depending on the government, depending on the employment which is given by the other uh, businessmen. So this is the general scenario. Now today, now in the next uh, going ahead, we will discuss about the entrepreneurship development history in India. So uh, the history of entrepreneurship development in India is very rich and diverse, reflecting the country's cultural, economic, political transformations over the centuries, and which includes an ancient and medieval periods, then Mughal period from 16th to 18th century, then came the colonial period, where we were under the rule of the Britishers, that is 18th to mid 20th century. Then the post-independence era, that is after 1947 onwards. Then the economic liberalization, that's after 1991. And today, whatever we are having today, the age of startups and internet and the digitalization, so many things which have changed the entire business sector, entire business scenario. All this we will be discussing in the upcoming slides. So first is the ancient and medieval periods. Trade and commerce. What kind of trade and commerce existed during that period? India has a long history of trade and commerce dating back to the Indus Valley civilization. Our ancient India was a hub for international trade, with merchants engaging in commerce with countries in the Middle East, Southeast Asia, and the Roman Empire. Then the period of artisans came into existence. That was the guilds and artisans. So during the Maurya and Gupta's periods, the guilds of the artisans and merchants were prominent. So these guilds, which were known as sherins, played a crucial role in the economy by regulating the trade practices, quality of goods, and the prices. Then during the Mughal period, which was the period between 16th to 18th century, so during this period, the trade was flourishing. The Mughal era saw flourishing trade and commerce. Cities like Delhi, Agra, Surat became major trading centers, and the entrepreneurs engaged in textiles, spices, then precious stones, and other kinds of goods. Then there was also the integration with the global economy. Indian merchants and traders were part of the uh, global trading network, and um, there was a huge export of certain goods to uh, countries like Europe, Africa, and Asia. Then moving ahead, after the Mughal period, the next was the colonial period, that is from 18th century to mid 20th century. So during this period, as we were under the Britishers' rule, so during that time, the British India Company played a dominant role in India's economy. So Indian entrepreneurs faced restrictions and competitions from the British enterprises. Then there was emergence of Indian entrepreneurs. So despite of colonial constraints, the Indian entrepreneurs like Jamshedji Tata, who is the founder of Tata Group, and Ghanshyam Das Birla, founder of Birla Group, they emerged as entrepreneurs, laying down the foundation for industrialization in India. Then let us see what was this scene during the post-independence era, that is uh, after the independence, that is after 1947. So during this period, there was license Raj, means for the one who was interested in doing any business, doing any kind of uh, trade, or those who want to involve themselves in the economic activity or the business, then they during that time, the after the independence, India had adopted a socialist economic model with strict government controls on the industry, that was known as the license Raj. So entrepreneurs were stifled due to the bureaucratic red tapeism and limited opportunities for the private enterprises. So this was a kind of barrier and restriction due to the license Raj. It was quite difficult for the entrepreneurs to start their business. Then later on, there was a dominance of the public sector also. The government focused on building a strong public sector with significant investments in the heavy industries, infrastructure, and basic amenities. All these factors influence the um, promotion and development of entrepreneurs. Then in the after 1991, that was the economic liberalization. Uh, then, during this period, a lot of economic reforms took place. In 1991, India initiated significant economic reforms, liberalizing its economy and reducing government controls. So these reforms opened up the opportunity for the private enterprises and the foreign investments. Then the IT industry and the software uh, development uh, was playing a very important role during this period. The liberalization era saw the rapid growth of the information technology, and there was a big growth of software industries in the country. So entrepreneurs like Narayan Murthy, founder of Infosys, Aziz Premji, founder of Wipro, played pivotal role in this transformation, making India a global IT powerhouse. Then a new culture evolved, that is the startup culture. In 21st century, it witnessed the rise of a vibrant uh, startup culture in India, and the cities like Bangalore, Hyderabad, and Mumbai became the hub for the innovation and entrepreneurship. E-commerce giants like Flipkart, Ola, and Zomato emerged during this period. So today, there is a lot of government initiatives. The Indian government launched several initiatives to promote the entrepreneurship, such as Startup India and Make in India and the Digital India. So these programs aimed to provide funding, mentorship, and infrastructure support to the startups. Today, there is a uh, uh, lot of uh, promotion and lot of support is given to the uh, people who wish to have their own startups, or those who want to start their own business. So a lot of financial support and other kinds of supports are given to make these initiatives, Startup India, Make in India, successful. The next is the fintech and digital payments. So the fintech sector has been seen and it has shown an exponential growth with the companies like Paytm, Phone Pay, Google Pay, Razor Pay leading the way. The government push for digital payments and financial inclusion has further fueled this particular growth. As far as social impact is concerned, uh, there is a growing trend of social and impact entrepreneurship, where business aim to address social, environmental, and economic challenges. Entrepreneurs are leveraging the technology and innovative solutions to create positive societal impact. So students, this is how from the ancient period to the period during the uh, rule of the Mughals, and later on by the during the period of rule when we were under the Britishers, and after the post independence, and the scenario which we can see today. So these are the various historical development. These are the various phases of historical development in the entrepreneurship development. So with the development and with having there's a lot of opportunity for the people, those who want to take up entrepreneurship. There are a lot of challenges as well due to these following factors that we will see now. So the first thing is the innovation and adaptability. So Indian entrepreneurs are known for their innovation and adaptability, often finding unique solution to the local challenges. So this is one of the you can say challenge for the youth, for the Indian entrepreneurs, because they are having adaptability and innovation ability. So many of the uh, in entrepreneurs who are innovative and adaptable, but due to the lack of awareness, due to lack of training, due to the lack of uh, other desired skills, they are not ready to take up the entrepreneurial venture. The second is the funding and infrastructure. Access to funding and infrastructure remains one of the vital challenge for many entrepreneurs, particularly in the rural areas. So, though there are so many funds which are so many schemes which are being offered by the government, but due to the illiteracy, due to the lack of awareness, they are not able to encash these opportunities, encash these schemes, and they are not able to start their own venture. This is one of the challenge for specifically the entrepreneurs who are in rural areas. Then the regulatory environment, while the reforms have eased some restrictions, navigating the regulatory environment can still be complex for new businesses. There are a lot of rules and regulations, a lot of restrictions, which the government or the other institutes supporting the government are having, which the entrepreneurs are not aware about. So these regulatory framework, this regulatory environment, the legal environment may pose restrictions on the entrepreneurs, and which may demotivate them for taking up the entrepreneurship steps. And another most nowadays, one more issue or one more challenge is there, that is the women entrepreneurs. Nowadays, the women are also they want to be independent. They want to when if they are innovative, if they are having the courage to take risks, and they have the courage to start their own business, then they are also uh, having the some kind of you can say they are also facing some kind of challenges uh, by the virtue of being a woman. So all these, despite of the opportunities, there are several challenges as well, which need to be tackled for the entrepreneurial growth and development. So here, I would like to conclude that India's journey of entrepreneurship development reflects its dynamic and evolving economic landscape. From the ancient trade routes to the modern day startups, Indian entrepreneurs have continually adapted to the changing times, contributing significantly to the country's growth and development. So, thank you, learners. I would like to stop here, and I wish you very good day.